So hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of My Currency Transfer TV. In today's episode, we're going to discuss how to choose the most reputable and best foreign exchange company. In particular, we're going to be looking at safety and security of funds so that you have maximum peace of mind when transferring money through a non-bank foreign exchange specialist. So before we go deep into the types of questions you should ask your broker, let's just take a step back. What are the two main options? Well, they are bank versus currency broker. Without doubt, using a reputable, and the keyword is reputable here, currency broker works out overall cheapest compared to transacting with a high street bank. Why is that? Well, banks apply huge markups to the real exchange rate, and they tend to offer a pretty largely impersonal service. Looking at the numbers, the savings that you can make with a specialist foreign exchange broker can run into the thousands. And typically we find they can save you up to 3 to 5% of the value of your transfer. However, this is not a video based on price, but more a comparison on price even, but more the purpose of this video is to ensure that you transact with a safe, reputable and reliable partner. So I guess without further ado, let's look at the top 5 things that you should look for when selecting a foreign exchange broker. First question you should be asking, is the company I'm transacting with even FCA authorized and regulated and also registered with HMRC? FCA is the key word here. So being an FCA authorized and regulated money service business means that the company has demonstrated that it has robust operational procedures to protect client funds. It has the required levels of capital to operate safely and securely, and that it's been scrutinized by the national regulators. So that's the FCA. Looking at HMRC, money service businesses also need to be registered with HMRC. Companies and directors of the brokers that you'll be transacting with, they need to apply for what's called a fit and proper test to ensure that company directors actually meet the requirements that are there for anti-money laundering regulations. So FCA, HMRC, these are the two key words that you should be looking for on a broker's website when you're transacting with them. So that's the first thing. Second thing that you should always ask your currency broker is, do you operate segregated client accounts? So what are segregated client accounts? Essentially, these are separate from the day-to-day running of the business. It ensures that your money is ring-fenced and is protected in case a company runs into some type of operational difficulty. And the payment service regulations of 2009, if we're getting all technical, explicitly state that all money held in segregated client accounts are not able to be claimed by creditors. Once again, this gives you peace of mind that funds are independent from the actual business accounts and the day-to-day running of the business. Segregated client accounts, very, very important. Thirdly now, what is the company or the currency company that you're transacting with? What is their business track record? Extremely important stuff. You should be asking questions of your broker such as, how long have you been in business? Where are you located? How much currency turnover do you do each year? There are many, many fantastically reliable currency specialists who essentially have been in business for many years and transact in the billions worth of currency turnover each year. In my opinion, and we have a strict vetting criteria at My Currency Transfer, we actually recommend only transacting with a non-bank foreign exchange specialist that has been in business for a minimum 3 to 5 year as a track record. So it's very, very important looking at a business track record of the broker. You want to be safe and secure, and you want to have confidence in who you're transacting with. The fourth point, which again, I'm saying every point's an important point, but this really is watch out for indicative quotes versus live quotes that you're being given by your currency company. Be very, very careful of a currency broker who offers you an indicative rate, i.e. a non-tradable rate before you register. For KYC, which is Know Your Customer, and anti-money laundering regulations, all private and corporate clients actually need to open an account with a currency broker prior to being offered a live quote. Some of the more opaque brokers focus more on the indicative rates pre-registration, which is a sign of a more opaque and untransparent broker, and that's only designed to draw you in. And expect with this type of broker, once you actually open an account and it comes to trade, the rate that you're offered, obviously the market's changed the whole time, the rate is actually wildly off what you're offered as an interbank rate, and the margins are a lot poorer. So dismiss these quotes and hone in more on questions related to business track record and essentially, is the company FCA authorized and regulated? Lastly, we probably would say this, but shop around. You don't have to settle for the first deal you stumble across. Ask friends and family for recommendation. Nothing beats, good old-fashioned shop around. If you go to buy a sofa, you wouldn't just choose, the first store that you come across. Likewise, when you're buying currency, it really does pay to have a look around and potentially open an account with more than one currency company. Speak to friends and family, use currency comparison sites like MyCurrencyTransfer.com, read reviews, and really ask lots and lots of questions. So to summarize, first and foremost, is the company FCA authorized and regulated? Do they operate segregated client accounts which are separate from the day-to-day running of the business? Does the company have a solid business track record? Hone in on questions such as how long have you been in business? Where are you located? How much currency turnover do you do each year? Be wary of indicative versus live quotes, and shop around. But above all, there are fantastic savings to be had by using a non-bank foreign exchange specialist over a high street bank. So, it's certainly worthwhile getting in touch with these reputable currency suppliers. So good luck, whether you're buying an overseas property in France, emigrating, making a business transfer, whatever it may be. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them under the post or tweet them to us. Our @handle is CurrencyTransfer. And yeah, good luck.